Preserving the nutrients in food. Often nutrients are lost because wrong methods are used to cook or store food. Usually nutrients in the food item will be lost when we practice wrong method to cook as well as store food. Washing cut fruits or vegetables washes away some of the nutrients. Whenever we try to wash the fruits and vegetables which is cut, at that time what will happen? From that cut fruit or vegetable, some important nutrients will be washed away with water. Overcooking destroys several nutrients. Even if we try to cook the food like more than the required duration, that will also destroy the nutrients. Cooking in excess water and throwing away the water also removes nutrients. Sometimes we cook the food with excess water, and later when we remove that excess water, there is possibility few nutrients will be also lost. Also, if we keep vegetables, fruits or cooked food for a long time, they start smelling bad. This is a sign that germs and molds have started growing on them and that they are spoiled. Eating food that is spoiled can cause food poisoning and other stomach problems. When we keep vegetables, fruits and cooked for a long time, do you know they start smelling bad? That is an indication like the food item is spoiled. They get spoiled mainly because of growth of germs like bacteria. Mold means it is nothing but fungi. When these germs and fungi, bacteria and fungi, when they grow on that food item, they spoil the food. Eating that spoiled food will lead to food poisoning. And food poisoning will cause some health issues in us, including stomach problems. Food can be stored in refrigerators for a few days and in deep freezers for several weeks. Food can be stored without getting spoiled in a refrigerator, that is fridge, for a few days. Remember, we cannot keep the food item in the refrigerator almost for more than a month. Maybe for a week we can keep it in the refrigerator. It also depends on the type of food we are keeping in the refrigerator. And even in deep freezers also, the food item can be kept for some duration of time. Okay, that is nearly several weeks. Okay, compared to the refrigerator, in the normal condition of the refrigerator and deep freezer, there is difference. In deep freezers, the food item can be kept for many weeks. Now that's how actually frozen fish, frozen meat and all it is kept, including ice creams. Okay, whereas in the refrigerator, in the normal condition inside the refrigerator, it can be kept only for few days. Okay, there are many other methods of preserving food that we're going to learn. Refrigerators will not allow the growth of germs due to low temperature. That is the reason food items can be kept like fresh for some duration of time. Maybe for a few days, in deep freezer it is for many weeks. Now, we learn few other methods also like dehydration. Dehydration means removing water. Okay, for example, to make dehydrated pea. Certain food items, they get spoiled soon mainly because they have more water content. When the water content is actually removed, that is removing water content, so we can keep that food item like for little more duration of time. Good example is, here they have given dehydrated pea, that is water has been removed from pea. Other one is grapes, dry grapes or resins. Okay, there also water is actually removed through dehydration method. Okay, then sweetening, adding sugar. Okay, for example, to make jam or preserve fruits in sugary syrup. So whenever sugar is added, a little more quantity, okay, little more quantity, it acts as a preservative. Excellent example other than what they have given here, jam and sugar syrup, fruits in sugar syrup. You can also consider the example of rasgulla, which is dipped in sugary syrup, jamun, which is dipped in sugary syrup. They, like in this, sugar will act as a preservative. Then, so next is salting. Salting means it is nothing but adding salt. For example, preserved fish, dry fishes and all you might have observed. It is salted. Even meat will be also salted. So that it can be kept for a long duration of time. The next one is canning. Canning means preserving the fruit at baked beans. Mainly in cans, sealed cans it is actually preserved. And during canning, before the food item is placed inside the can, they kill the germs. So by passing radiation or some other technique, they kill the germs. Then like that food item is kept in the sealed can. Okay, usually fruits and baked beans are used for baked beans are stored by using canning method. So then next is pickling. Making pickle, especially while making pickle, they add oil. Oil also will not allow the germs to enter into the pickle bottle. Then even they add salt. Few they also add a chemical which is used as a preservative called sodium benzoate, mainly to make pickle. Then adding preservatives like vinegar or oil. Okay, vinegar or oil also can be used as they do not allow the growth of germs on the food item. So these are the different methods through which food item can be preserved. We can also include refrigerators, dehydration, sweetening, salting, canning or pickling. Then adding preservatives like vinegar or oil. In these pictures you can see dehydrated food item here, especially fruits, where water content is removed from them so that it can be kept for a long duration of time. Then sweetening, okay, where sugary syrup is actually added so that food item can be kept for a long duration of time. You get a jamun bottle and all, somewhat similar to this. Then again, next is canning. So many like food item, they can be actually stored in sealed cans. That method is actually called canning. In this topic, we learnt about different methodologies through which nutrients will be lost through our method of cooking or storing food. So here we learnt actually the different methodology through which nutrients will be lost with our method of cooking. And here we learnt actually different methods through which we can preserve the food for a long duration of time.